What's happening, guys? So, we are in week 5 now, week 4. It is Thursday today. I believe we uploaded a video around Monday or Tuesday time, which was like an episode or something. That's like the start of week 4. So we're in Thursday. Feeling really good, feeling lean, feeling really good. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I can see it on my screen, but I don't know what it's going to look like on the actual screen of the computer. But if you look compared to before, compared to now, you can obviously see that my traps are coming through, my shoulders are starting to cap off, and that pec separation is coming in. So yeah, and my neck. That's what I'm really happy about, is usually when I shave, I kind of look a little fat. I look young as well, but obviously I can't change that. But I normally look fat. Well, since I'm doing the shred, I have actually still got my jawline there, so I'm happy. And I've still got a bit of neck muscle going on. Week 4, got 2 weeks left of a shred. This morning I weighed in at 17 stone bang on my scales. And my scales are just these Saltar, whatever you want to call them. That is not mine, but look at it. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. One of them from Argos, and it's decent, just for like a quick morning weigh-in, like a rough one, but it's not accurate. When I go down to the gym, they've got like a normal scale where it's obviously like a normal needle scale thing going around, and that is so accurate. And every time I go down there, it's just spot on, perfect. And the thing that I don't like about the scales that I've got at home at the moment, they're good for getting a judgment, but I'll wake up in the morning that I'll say 17 stone 2 or something, or 17 stone 1. I'll go down to the gym and I'll say 17 stone bang on, and that's after I've ate something. That's after I've like ate throughout the day. So, I'm pretty sure that in the morning, I'm weighing in at about 16:11, 16:12 before you have something to eat. So I'm actually bang on track, perfect. At the moment, while I'm obviously training, weight training, and doing all my cardio, what it's going to do is I'm going to keep my muscle still, like I've been. I've actually been adding on a little bit of muscle, especially around my shoulders, which is really weird to say I'm losing fat. It's supposed to be a myth, and you're not supposed to be able to do it. But it has worked for my shoulders at least. My back, I know my back's got so defined, and I seem to be getting longer lats. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this shred so far. Not feeling tired, not feeling lethargic or whatever. That's probably the same thing as tired. I'm not really feeling depressed or anything, what normally people tend to feel like when they shred. And I'm not feeling like I want to give up. I'm feeling more like motivated, if you like. And I can safely say, yesterday was, well, today's the 6th as I'm filming. Yesterday was the 5th of August. If you know about aesthetics and you know about Ziz, obviously it's 4 years since Ziz died. Now, I watched his video, obviously what Science Version uploaded, really good. But yeah, as far as filming, today's session is going to be about how to create a wider back and how to create longer lats. Now that's a thing which I've noticed. My lats have always been quite good on, as far as having a wide back. I've always been quite good at having a wide back. Recently, my lats have been getting longer, but I've not really been training lower back exercises until the last week. Until the start of this week I've started training lower back exercises. I should have done it from the start of the gym, but I just never did. Never really knew how to train lower back. I kind of did in my head, but I never really gave it a go. So today I'm actually going to show you how to create a wider back and lengthen your lats. Now what I mean by lengthen your lats is some people have wide lats like they pop out like mine do, and people think that it's just down to genetics about your lats. Technically it is true, it is down to your genetics, but you can help improve your lats, and it can help change the look of your lats by improving your lower back. So there's a couple of exercises that I'm going to be doing today. I'm not going to be doing deadlifts and like that. But I'm going to be focusing obviously on my back today. I'm doing the shoulder, it's a shoulder and back today, but I'm only going to film the back for you and do a commentary for you. But I'm going to try and focus more on how to create your lats, how to get bigger and longer lats. So I know I've not done that yet, and I can't talk today. I want to kind of do like a bit of an informative video for you, what I found out and what I found out worked for me. So, as you know, if you don't know about me, then I'm obviously 6'5", so I'm quite a tall guy. My genetics and everything have been really good anyway. I've always from the male side of the family, always got really good genetics in bodybuilding and stuff like that. Yeah, we've always been known for having broad shoulders and wide back. So yeah, having longer lats, it's something hard for me to get, but there is a way of doing it. So I thought I'd show you anyway. Ooh, god damn. Anyway, enough rambling on. I will see you in the next clip, which will be in the gym.
What is going on, YouTube family? Sorry about the long vlog, it's just something that I've wanted to do for a while. So obviously creating a wider, thicker back. Now I always start my my back days with the lat pull down. Now I don't really have a traditional lat pull down machine at my gym. It's kind of like a unilateral lat pull down. So obviously it's on the free weights, you put plates on there. Now what's really important with the lat pull down to kind of create a wider back is you want to focus on pulling with your elbows. Do not pull with your biceps. Now, no matter what weight you are using, you always want to focus on the contraction at the bottom, making sure you're pulling with your elbows. Now, how I actually do this is a really good tip for you. So no matter what the weight, like I say, I do about four sets, start from low weight to high weight. I always try and imagine that I've got a piece of cardboard or like a tin can in between my shoulder blades. And what I'm trying to do is, like I said, no matter what weight, I will always try and contract my lats as if I'm squeezing or crushing a can in between my shoulder blades and in between my lats. And that's a really, really good way to think about it, and it kind of gets you building up that mind-muscle connection. And it's kind of what you need. It is really, really key to building up a wider back. Now, after this, I always decide to try and like basically not do a full pull-up, but kind of hang myself from the bar, from an overhead bar, just to make sure that I'm contracting my lats fully. Now, as you can see here, just showing you that it's lightweight and how to actually hold the attachment. Like, there's no attachments, you just hold the cable. Now, this is actually a full range of motion lat pull down. Now, I actually got myself a Rich Piana, and it works absolutely brilliantly for extending the lats, trying to make longer lats and making wider lats. Obviously, as you can see, you kneel down on the floor, you make sure that your arms are over your head, and you want to make sure that your arms are kind of keeping straight, a little bit of a bend in the elbow, but you're pulling down with your lats. You do not want to be pulling with your arms, your triceps, your biceps, whatsoever. You want to be focusing purely on your lats. And this is a really, really good technique, and a really good movement, really good exercise, whatever you want to call it, to create a wider back. And it's so easy to build up that mind-muscle connection because you're just focusing solely on your lats. Now, what I would say, a little tip, is try and do it in front of the mirror if you have got one. If you haven't, then you haven't. But if you have, try and do it in front of the mirror, because you will actually, if you're looking at your muscles, you'll build up that mind-muscle connection. Now, this is a new thing that I've recently just started. I actually don't know the name for it, so I'm really, really sorry, but I will put it up on screen when I know the name for it. But basically what I know you have to do is you have to put your arms fully straight, make sure that you've not got a bend in your arms, and when you're actually pulling the weight down with your arms straight, you kind of want to lift your chest upwards and drop your shoulders down, and this is just contracting the lats completely. Obviously I do this different weights as well. Now, this is actually like a V-bar row or a T-bar row. I call it a V-bar because the attachment I use. Now, you might not be able to see it as good in the actual video, but I have actually got a little bit of an arch. And what's important is you want to make sure there's a little bit of an arch, and like I said again, just on a lat pull down, you want to imagine you've got a tin can and you're squeezing and crushing that tin can in between your lats. So after I've done the V-bar, I then like to go on the cable row. Now, your cable row, you can obviously work on your top section and your bottom section of your lats. Now, this is showing your top section. What you want to do is you want to pull the attachment to your chest, obviously squeeze and contract your lats at the end. And if you wanted to work out your lower lats, you basically pull the attachment to your abdominal area, and then you squeeze, obviously, the lower section of your back. So it's really, really easy to focus on the top of your lats and your bottom of your lats with this movement. Obviously, you're getting your thickness and you're getting your width at the exact same time. Hope you like the commentary, guys. I will leave you with the rest of the video. Enjoy, guys.
Time
Cheers.
for a post-workout snack. £2 rip-off, but at least extra protein in it. Obviously, water. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Yeah, just a bit more of a performance video for you, showing you some tips and tricks that I've learned how to get like a thicker and wider back through the years. I know I've not got the best back around, but the progress I've made on my back has been, to me, quite intense and quite incredible, to say how thin I used to be and the workouts I'm doing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you get more tips or tricks from me, then let me know in the comments and I will give it a try. I know that I need to start doing deadlifts on my lower back, but it's just that my lower back is really, I've had a few motorbike crashes when I was younger, so my back's a little fucked, but yeah, vet workouts you can do anyway if you've got a bad lower back anyway. But yeah, I want to try and implement deadlifts in, even if it's lightweight. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and until next time, guys, I'm going to walk on now, which is probably about a 5-minute walk uphill. Enjoy my protein bar, enjoy my water, cool down a bit, and I'll see you in the next clip.
Boom.